Hello, dear students. Today's topic is data input in Java. First of all, let us see what is meant by data input. Well, it is a process through which a variable gets a value because this variable's value is used in the program. So, data is input or data is stored in a variable. Let us see the various methods through which the data can be stored in a variable. One of the methods is through initialization. A variable is declared and a value is assigned to it then and there. This is called initialization process. Then the next one is through function parameters. A function is defined and in its prototype some values are passed. So through this method also variables can get some values. And the third method is through input classes. In this video, we will be discussing scanner class. Let us take these three one by one. The first one is through initialization. So at the time of declaration of variable, if some value is assigned to it, this is called initialization. For example, a variable salary is declared of int data type and immediately a value is being assigned to it. So this process, this statement is termed as initialization. Let's check out another example. A variable tax is declared of double data type and immediately a formula is used to store a value in it. So this is also initialization. So in both of these examples, a value is being stored in the variables at the time of their declaration. Just notice int salary is the declaration of variable and assignment of value to it is being done then and there. So this whole statement is termed as initialization. Second method of data input. It is done through the parameters of a function. So one or more variables along with their corresponding data types, they appear in the function declaration and they get the value when the function is called. Check out an example related to input using function parameter. The function main is there with two parameters, int k and double p, and a statement system.out.println to print some value. The declaration of the function is shown with the help of a box, blue colored box. And whatever you see written with red color, these are termed as parameters. So there may be one or more parameters in a function. So k and p variables are being declared at this point. Fresh variables are being created. And when the function is called, immediately some value is passed and stored in them. So k and p gets their first value when the function is called with some parameters. Let's say we pass 20, 5 as the two values while calling the function main. Then k will have the first value, that is 20, and p will have its first value, that is 5, when the function is called. So this is a method of data input where the variables are getting their first value. Let's see how scanner class helps in accepting the values as input. We can input primitive data types or string type of values using scanner class object. We'll see how. When a value is input, using scanner class object, then that is broken down into tokens. The various components of that input are termed as tokens. And these components are separated by a delimiter, which can be a white space. So we'll see these three terms which are underlined one by one. Let us say, using scanner class object, we input a string, have a nice day. So it has multiple components in it. And those components are separated by white spaces. Now, what is a white space? It is either a blank or a tab or enter key. So I hope that you can make out the various blanks in it. After have, we have a blank. After a, we have a blank. After nice, we have a blank. And most probably, after day, we'll have an enter key, the carriage return. So these spaces are termed as white spaces. The white space is a general category and blank is just an example of it, because other examples are tabs and enter keys and all. After white space, let us see what is a delimiter and what are tokens. Delimiter. It is one or more characters that separate values. For example, 1234 space Suryansh space 96.0 is input using scanner class object. So I'm sure that you must have noticed the delimiters by now. After 1234, we have a delimiter, blank. Then same way another blank or a delimiter is there after Suryansh, and another delimiter will be there after 96.0, that is in the form of enter key or carriage return. And these delimiters separate out tokens. That is 1234 will be termed as a token, Suryansh is second token, and marks is third token, that is 96.0. And the default delimiter in each case is space. Default, that is given by Java. So a token is a series of characters that ends with a white space, as I have just explained. Another example of a different type of delimiter is there on the screen. After 1234, we have a comma. After Suryansh, we have another comma. And after 96.0, we have a carriage return. So by default, at the end of any input, a carriage return will be there. But in between, we can set the delimiters. Here, the delimiter is comma. I hope that this video proves to be fruitful in understanding the topic. This topic will be continued in the next video. Take care, keep practicing.